Hello, truckers, drivers, and adventurers. I am the Killer Awesome Trucker. We're here in Richmond, Virginia. We have ourselves another load to pick up, and we got an empty trailer to find. So, if there is one here, we'll find out. We're gonna get out and look. I found an empty trailer, but this is kind of wiped off. I keep wondering, okay, is it 11 maybe? But I don't think so. I think it's 1 January. So yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It looks good. It looks like a good trailer, but it's expired. Maybe I'll ask the trailer shop and see if they can do an inspection on it. Need inspection. Well, that ain't gonna work. See if we got ourselves a winner here. Oh, yes, it's good. And guess what? It's a 2022 trailer. So that means the inspection is already going to be good. Oh, good. I'm going to grab my truck and bring it over here. Alrighty, got my truck hooked up. Just double checked to make sure. Yep. It's good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hook up and everything. Oh, I sent in an M10. It looks like they finally woke up and either that or my driver later did. One of the two. Looks like I can go ahead and get this hooked up. The pre-trip is done, but let's go ahead and talk about where it is that we're going. So we'll talk about our pickup and where we're taking it. So, where is it that we're picking up our load? It's going to be right here at the Walmart distribution center. And where are we going to go in at? Because there seems to be a lot of roads coming in here. Well, we zoom in and I can see right here there's a guard shack, and obviously you can see a semi taking off there like an airplane taking off, like he's getting ready to leave. And this looks like the way in right here. Let's go ahead and grab our little people person here and we'll just take a look. We'll just get out and look. Private property, no trespassing. And yeah, that definitely looks like a Walmart side. Let's just kind of move over here a little bit. Yeah, Walmart distribution center. You can see the trucks and stuff over there. So yeah, this looks like the way in, definitely. And this is where our delivery is at. Look at this. We're going all the way up here to Michigan. We have not been to Michigan. And this is actually further north than what I've been in the United States. I've been to New York City. Get a rope. Some of you might understand that joke. So this is a little bit further north. So that's cool. Let's zoom in here. It is a Costco. No, I'm sorry, a Sam's Club distribution center. It's Costco and Walmart are not connected. So this is where we're going to be going here. How are we going in? Well, this looks like something else right here. Penske, Transfreight. But this does look like the way in right here. I don't see any other way. Let's just... This truck that just pulled up next to me. Just take a look and see. Kind of move over here a little bit. That's not quite what I wanted to do. All right, there we go. What do we got here? Just Brownstown Business Center. I can sort of see what this is saying. That looks like that says Sam's Club, but I'm not for sure. But yeah, that looks like the way in for sure. But we can also go down a little bit further. Yep, there's the guard shack right there. So, yep, that looks like the place. And as far as 3D mode, yes, we do have 3D buildings and stuff. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so we can get ourselves a good look here. We know it's not going to be this. But yeah, looks like we'll be coming in here. We got some docks. We got stuff over here to the side. Some stuff over there. Some stuff over there. And it just goes all the way around here. So there we go. That's our delivery. Well, now, this is new. I'm guessing this is to let new drivers know that, hey, our GPS is kind of screwy, so by using this, you agree to comply with the following while driving. Do not follow instructions that may lead to an unsafe or illegal situation. Because, this GPS is perfect. Obey all laws. Using any features on this mobile phone, well, this is not a mobile phone, other than this navigation feature is prohibited. What? Well, I mean, this has everything else on it, so who knows. Always keep hands free to operate the vehicle. First priority while driving should be road safety. I don't agree with it, man. I don't agree with it. Yeah, right. All right, give me some unsafe directions there, Swift. Everything's all good to go. Got everything plugged into my Garmin. We got everything ready to go here on the Zonar. As a last result. And I got Google Maps set up so that way we can get right to that entry point. So let's go ahead and go. We're here at the Walmart Distribution Center in Williamsburg, Virginia. Just kind of keeping an eye on what's going on out there. They're checking empty trailers and whatnot. But, yeah. So after this, it's 658 miles to our destination. We won't make that in one day. Unless you're a super trucker. But you'd have to have a super truck, and this ain't it. All right. Door 331. That's where we're going, right over there. I saw these two trucks parked here, and I'm like, that's probably it. And the one guy moved, so I parked in this spot. So I'm going to go ahead and check in. Okay, so there is another building. We got the paperwork. We're supposed to drop the empty off in KB and then pick up the trailer in row K. They're supposed to be right next to each other. Okay? Okay. Okay. Let's go get it. Okay. Alright, so there was no place to park the trailer in the area that they said. It was like 6B. There's like short little trailers and stuff sitting there like. So I parked it over here where against the building where there's the intermodals there. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and back up and turn around and go all over the place. No, they got a yard dog. Alright? So if they want to move trailers around, whatever. When I went through, there wasn't anything. I'm sitting it down, found the spot, put it down. They can move it themselves. All right, we got a load to pick up. We got to make that money. Seriously, I mean, we got a load. We got to pick up, and we gotta go. We got time for musical freaking trailers, especially when they've got short trailers parked in areas that we could have parked a full trailer in. So, but I'm waiting for Swifty Swift to park. I don't even know where they're parking at. Look at you see how sharp that truck is right now at a 90. I can tell you right now, my truck would not be able to swing underneath that trailer. Well, not quickly anyway. I see two people. I think it's a mentor and a trainee. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can find the trailer. I couldn't find it when I was coming around here the first time, so I'll be damned. The trailer that we need is right there. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, hey, thanks Swift for letting me see that trailer. I appreciate it. I was trying to figure out a good route to get us somewhere where we can park and get us a good amount of distance. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the Richmond Swift terminal about an hour from here. That way I can...
Please drive to highlighted route.
Drive the highlighted route. That way I can take a little bit more time trying to figure out how we're going to plan this, because we're going to be getting into some very congested areas. DC, Pennsylvania, all that is just going to start getting nasty. So I want to get out of here, head over to Richmond, and then try to figure out what we're going to do. They got this scheduled for drop within the next few days, so it's going to be okay. I'd like to get it done quicker, sooner rather than later, but at the same time, we need to do a proper trip planning, and I'm not going to be able to just sit here and do it the whole time. So, all right, let's go ahead. I'll put in my L call, and we'll get rolling. All right, so we're back at the Richmond terminal. I almost said airport, but hey, that's not far either. And it's going to take a little bit of time to trip plan and try to figure out what we're going to do next. Because, see, it's like 2 o'clock now. Now, you may be thinking, well, dude, you got plenty of time to drive today. Yeah, that is true. But thing to keep in mind, there's some big cities coming up. Washington, D.C., just one of them. There's going to be rush hour. Traffic is going to be packed. And it'll get later and later, and then trying to find a place to park and shut down. You see where I'm getting at? So my thoughts are, let's take a look at the route and plan some stops along the way. And heck, if I leave early enough tomorrow morning, then I'll be able to shut down early before things get filled. So that's another thing that I'm looking at too. Okay, we're not going to be shutting down here. All right, so I've got a place figured out that's going to be, it's like around Luna Pier. I think it's Ohio. It's north of Toledo. It's not far from the delivery site. But I'm barely going to have enough time to make it there on just 1 day of hours. There is a rest stop about 50 minutes away. That's going to help cut down some of that time. So we're going to go ahead and get going now. Had about an hour break, so that's at least opened up the rest of my hours, which is cool. So let's go ahead and get on the road. Let's get to that rest stop, and then we'll figure out if we're going to shut down there or not. Okay, slight change of plans.
Please drive to highlighted route.
No. Decided to stop. These truck stops are here before the rest stop. I found out that DOT has been kind of hanging out and doing inspections at that rest stop. And we don't want to get into that mess. There are 4 truck stops in this area. There's a Love's, there's a Pilot, a Flying J, and then this right here, which I wasn't expecting, Mr. Tool. I thought the Flying J was right here. I got a little confused. I'm like, wait a minute, Flying J sign is over there, but there's a truck entrance over here, and the Garmin is telling me to make a left, and I'm like, what the hell? And then I came in here, and I'm like, oh, okay. So, I mean, there's not a whole lot of parking here, but there were 2 spots here next to each other, but I didn't need to worry about the other spot because there was enough room for me to whip the truck around, straighten up, and back up. I had to do just a little bit of a offset and a pull up to get back in between the lines, but yeah. So, all right, let's see here. Okay, so now I've been able to get the distance down to 549 miles. That will work because at an average of 55 miles per hour, I'll get there in 10 hours. Should be able to get higher than that. So, still going to check out and see if there's any other places that we can go to, but this may be where we shut down tonight. And I think that's what we're going to do. Because right now it's 4:41, and if I shut down for 10 hours, it's going to be 2:41 in the morning. If we leave at 3 and drive for 10 hours, well, we would have to leave at 3. We'd have to do our pre-trip, leave at 3 o'clock. We'd have to have a half-hour break in there, but we'd get there around 1:30. That should be enough time for us to get a place to park. I'm hoping. But I guess we'll find out. But hopefully we'll be able to get there to Luna Pier because it's only like 20 miles away from the receiver. So it's ideal. So cross your fingers. Hopefully this will work. Okay, so I am working on getting my truck set up here for, well, I mean, I am shut down, but I want to get the little air conditioner set up. Now, before I was just putting water in them and cold water, and it works okay. But what we talked about in the last episode was taking the filters, soaking them, and then freezing them. Now, I had to move them out of the freezer, but because of the food and stuff. But we're going to go ahead and put these in here now. Let me just put that in there like so. Close that up. There's a little thing here to pull on. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and get that one in there. And get that into place. Then we'll go ahead and get our refrigerated distilled water right there. Don't be fooled, it's not drinking water. And just got myself it's like a steamer frozen meal of some sort. I'm just gonna put that right on in here. It's got a sauce or something. Grab this right in there. Turn that on. Boom! There it is. It's on. So we just let that do its thing. And now with these closed, go ahead and turn this on. And I can feel the difference. I mean, it is definitely cool air. It's kind of cold air coming out of there. And I'm going to go ahead and move this one up. Right up there. Not bad. Yeah, now that feels like air conditioning right there. And pretty much what it is, it's the air is running through a very cold filter. It probably would be even better if it was still frozen instead of refrigerated. But with the cold air and the cold filter, it helps. And with these two in here, it actually feels quite nice. So, and I don't have to idle my truck or anything. How nice.